Chapter 691, Quartet Sparrow Battle Tactic. Hey Tribe, Iron Eagle Blessed Land. This was Hey Tribe's base camp. The Blessed Land was huge and extensive. It was small at the bottom and large at the top. Because of Hey Tribe's first-generation ancestors' unique specialties, Iron Eagle Blessed Land had little land, but the higher up in the air one went, the larger the space that a sky that greatly exceeded that of ordinary blessed lands had countless circular wooden eagle nests floating in it. These eagle nests were like small hills, innumerable. Iron eagles rested in them. The cries of eagles resounded endlessly. When a group of eagles flew, vast numbers of them traveled in formation. It was a spectacular view to see the highest part of this blessed land. There was a garden. The garden's artificial mountain had a pavilion on it in the pavilion. For supreme elders of Hey Tribe were sitting around a square stone table. They had differing expressions. First Supreme Elder had a solemn expression. Second Supreme Elder was shutting his eyes and resting. Third Supreme Elder was thinking with a troubled expression. Fourth Supreme Elder's face was full of sweat. The atmosphere was heavy. It was like the calm before the storm. My dear Lord Third Elder, how long are you going to continue thinking? Fourth Supreme Elder urged with an impatient tone. Rush, rush, rush. You only know how to rush me. Don't you know this is a crucial moment? At this point, if I make the wrong move, my dozens of years of hard work would go down the drain. Third Supreme Elder yapped away. His emotions becoming even more agitated, he looked at First Supreme Elder in front of him, before looking at Second Supreme Elder to the left. Both of them had unchanging expressions. Third Supreme Elder could not discern anything from their faces, and the pressure in his heart intensified. Right at this time, a figure slowly rose from below, quickly approaching this pavilion. Hey Tribe's Second Supreme Elder opened a slit in each of his eyes, saying slowly, "Oh, Hey Chung is back." Hey Chung entered the pavilion and paid respects to the four Supreme Elders. These four Supreme Elders had deeper foundations than him in both status and cultivation. But with regards to battle strength, it was unknown until they fought seriously. But within the tribe, Gu Immortal would spar at most. How could they fight seriously? Furthermore, in Righteous Path forces, other than Central Continent's sect system, the other four regions looked at bloodline and seniority within their clans and tribes. Even if Hey Chung had higher battle strength, he would still need to respect them as a junior when he sees these four Supreme Elders. First Elder, this is dark. Prison, I am returning it now. Hey Chung took out the rank 6 Immortal Gu House and returned it to First Supreme Elder after paying respects to them. First Supreme Elder took the Immortal Gu House Dark Prison, exclaiming, "You did not use Dark Prison. It seems your operation was very successful." Saying this, First Supreme Elder's gaze was still fixed on the stone table. He was only asking Hey Chung casually. Hey Chung laughed. It was very fortunate. This time the trip was smooth sailing. We have successfully suppressed Xiao Tribe. Xiao Tribe was a large-sized tribe. Because all of Hey Tribe's members inside Imperial Court Blessed Land had perished, Xiao Tribe which was under them had become tempted to try and leave their control. Humph. Xiao Tribe's Gu Immortal, Xiao Dong, became an immortal due to my guidance back then. It has only been a few decades. His loyalty has wavered. Second Supreme Elder said plainly. Therefore, this time, I struck and taught that Xiao Dong a lesson. Within 5 years, there should be no issues. Hey Chung laughed calmly. The suppression of Xiao Tribe was an excuse Hey Chung had prepared long ago. Hey Chung wanted to deal with his own daughter, Hey Lu Lan. This was not a righteous thing to do. He could only do it secretly. He had planned to use Dark Prison to suppress Hey Lu Lan, preventing her from self-detonating. But he could not directly say this to the First Supreme Elder. Thus, he used Xiao Tribe as an excuse, saying, in order to prevent any accidents when suppressing Xiao Tribe, he borrowed Dark Prison. 5 years? Second Supreme Elder chuckled, shaking his head. Northern Plains is in a complete mess now. Truyang building collapsed. The culprit has not been found. While the mortal Gu have been appearing constantly, all the different forces are fighting intensely. Especially now, Qin Baisheng's incident is becoming more heated. This involves Giant Sun's inheritance. Even those rank 8 old fossils are getting ready to strike. Fourth Supreme Elder sighed. Truyang building collapsed. Imperial Court Blessed Land was destroyed as well. The imperial court contest has lost its meaning. What do we do from now on? All of the Huangjin tribes, what procedures will they follow? We have no idea. He Chung understood their intentions after hearing this. He lowered his head. Junior understands. I will be more strict in handling the tribes, especially Qiao tribe, Hua tribe, and Zhua tribe, these three vassals. That's right. This time, the entirety of He tribe died inside imperial court, blessed land. There cannot be no display of He tribe in northern plains. He Chung, go out into the blessed land and pick carefully. Bring a portion of the tribesmen out and rebuild He tribe in northern plains. Third Supreme Elder thought about his tough problem as he gave his view on this matter. Yes, don't worry, Third Elder. I have already started preparing. In half a month, Northern Plains He tribe will be rebuilt. He Chung answered. All right. Let He Chung handle the matters of the mortal tribe affairs. We have no worries. Third Supreme Elder, if you have the time to care about this, why don't you decide on the problem ahead? What tile are you playing? Fourth Supreme Elder urged. Third Supreme Elder's gaze flickered. He was very hesitant, but he finally gritted his teeth and made up his mind, playing a tiled AT the same time. He called out, 3 Tiao. Immediately, all the other elders had differing expressions. First Supreme Elder could not stay serious anymore. He laughed loudly, flipping over his tiles. Haha, I won. Arg. Third Supreme Elder patted his leg with much force. He grabbed his snow-white beard as he sighed. If I knew, I would not have played 3 Tiao, but 6-1 instead. After hearing this, Second Supreme Elder stared with his eyes wide open. He turned over his own tiles, saying to Supreme Third Elder, then play 6-1. My set could have won with either 4-1 or 6-1. All right, enough, stop arguing. Quickly make the deal. I'm waiting to recoup my losses. Fourth Supreme Elder said impatiently. Here, this is the goo recipe that I researched after spending 30 years. Third Supreme Elder admitted his loss. He slammed one east window goo on the table in front of First Supreme Elder. First Supreme Elder took the east window goo. All right, let's go to the next round. Same rules. We are not to use any goo worms to cheat. We will state the wager first. I have 2 immortal essence stones. Ancient goo recipe of crescent moon goo. 20 pieces of gray heart rock. A group of dragoneye fish. There is a fish emperor included. Swish, swish, swish. 8 arms swept around the stone table, shuffling the tiles. He Chung was silently standing at the side. He was very used to these 4 He Tribe Supreme Elders' gambling habits. The game they were playing was called Quartet Sparrow Battle Tactic. It was invented by a mortal genius back in earlier years of He Tribe, mainly to bootlick the First Supreme Elder. After First Supreme Elder obtained it, he had been playing it daily with the other 3 Supreme Elders, competing and engaging in battle. He Tribe's external affairs were almost all handled by He Chung. Then, Elders, Junior will take his leave. He Chung said, go, go. The Supreme Elders waved their hands. They had started assembling their hand tiles as they replied to him half-heartedly. The group of iron eagles flew outside the pavilion. They were screeching as suddenly the eagle group spread and 3 desolate eagles appeared, with battle strength equivalent to rank 6. One was a dragon eagle with a powerful aura, while the other 2 were iron crown eagles, having great spirit. Shoo, shoo. Third Supreme Elder waved his sleeves unhappily, so noisy. First Supreme Elder had a kind and merciful smile. He waved his sleeves and a lot of food was sprinkled in the air. The eagle group made happy cries, fighting for the food in the air. He Chung left Iron Eagle blessed land, flying towards the southwest direction. After flying for several minutes, he met Shuesong Zi. Shuesong Zi had rested sufficiently. He no longer looked as pathetic as before, but he sighed when he saw He Chung. The situation has become troublesome. I just obtained some information. Do you know which force has control of fixed immortal travel immortal goo? He Chung replied. You want to say, Immortal Crane Sect of Central Continent's 10 ancient sects? You already knew? When? Shuesong Zi was slightly unhappy. He Lulan snorted coldly. Not too long ago. Earlier, Dong Fangchong Fan deduced that 88 True Yang Buildings matter was related to Central Continent. Now, He Lulan has a mysterious immortal zombie around her that controls fixed immortal travel. They are likely the same batch of people. Shuesong Zi's eyes narrowed. He fell into silence. Honestly speaking, this information caught him off guard. He originally thought that they were dealing with a small mortal woman. To think that such a huge force like Immortal Crane sect was involved now. Although he had joined Snowy Mountain, this was only a loose alliance. Demonic Pathgu immortals were usually selfish and only cared about self-interest. They were not as united as the righteous path. He Cheng's predicament was very awkward as well. Although he was a He tribe Gu immortal, something as shameless as targeting his own daughter could not be known to everyone. Even though many righteous path Gu immortals were two-faced and usually acted differently in public, they at least appeared righteous to the world. He Cheng's matter could not be exposed, thus he could only act alone. Even Dark Prison had to be borrowed using an excuse. Humph, I wanted to kill a cat, but to think I messed with a tiger. Hey Chung, I don't care. Since your secret is in my hands, I want 500 immortal essence stones. Give me a copy of the Yin-Yang life extension method as well. Shuesong Zi broke the silence. His expression was ruthless. He was not sincerely working with He Chung in the first place. After realizing that Fang Yuan and others had deep backgrounds, he wanted to retreat now that a cold light flashed in He Cheng's eyes. He stared at Shuesong Zi as he said slowly, "You know my situation. If you force me, at most, both of us will go down. You will get nothing. You? Aren't you afraid? Humph, if I cannot catch He Lulan, I cannot gain lifespan. I am about to die. Why would I care about reputation?" Shuesong Zi was shivering in fury after hearing He Cheng's unscrupulous words. His eyes were bloodshot. Who could have thought that the Grand Lord He Cheng is actually like this? He Cheng shrugged nonchalantly. Hee, think what you want. Shuesong Zi, you were too naive. At this point, do you think you can keep out of this matter? He Lulan takes revenge very seriously. She has Fairy Li Shan backing her. Do you think Snowy Mountain would care about you, the 7th Peak's branch head, as opposed to the 3rd leader? There is something else I want to tell you. Central Continent's Gu immortals are ready to strike. The 10 great ancient sects have created an allied force to charge into Northern Plains. Right now, the entirety of Northern Plains is in chaos. I'm sure that with Fairy Li Shan's skills, it would not be hard for her to use the Central Continent Gu immortals as an excuse to indirectly kill you. That does not violate the Snowy Mountain Union Pact, right? Shuesong Zi's expression paled. Chapter 692. The hard to deal with He tribe father and daughter. Hey Chung, you are actually threatening me. Rub me the wrong way, and I will make sure all your dirty deeds are known by the whole world. Shuesong Zi was furious. He Chung sneered. Go ahead, do it quickly. Truthfully speaking, Su Xianair was your Snowy Mountains pawn, intentionally arranged to get close to me and infiltrate He tribe's higher level. The so-called Su Xian's night elopement is no more than a conspiracy. Not long later, Su tribe was annihilated. Did you think it was my He tribe that had a hand in it? Humph. You guys from Snowy Mountain did it to conclude matters for Su Xianair, clearing away all the traces. What? This? Why haven't I heard of it? Shuesong Zi showed an incredulous look upon hearing this astonishing piece of news. What would you know? You are only the owner of the 7th branch peak. The higher levels of Snowy Mountain always has only had 3 decision-makers. I know you don't believe me, but I have conclusive proof. He Cheng took out an East Window Gu and threw it to Shuesong Zi. Shuesong Zi took the East Window Gu and cast his consciousness into it. A while later, his forehead was filled with cold sweat. He Cheng gazed at the sky and heaved a long sigh, revealing a bleak look. Back then, I was publicly recognized as a Gu immortal seed, but it was because I was ignorant at my young age that I fell into the conspiracy. Su Xian's night elopement. Su Xian's night elopement is nothing more than a meticulously planned conspiracy for the demonic and righteous paths to infiltrate each other. I married Su Xianair. We had Lulan. I truly thought the days would keep on passing by blissfully. However, one day, a Gu immortal suddenly appeared before me and threw the conclusive evidence to me. And what you are looking at is only a portion of this evidence. How can this be? How can this be? Shuesong Zi mumbled. This evidence turned everything upside down. Even if He Cheng used the Yin-Yang life extension method to scheme against his own wife, this was actually a matter of enmity between righteous and demonic. He Qing's action of taking down his family when justice demanded it would not create reproach, but instead be praised and admired. You set me up. You set me up. Shuesongzi pointed at He Qing in extreme fury. He had thought he was the one holding the initiative by having a handle on He Qing, but he had never expected to be instead entrapped by He Qing. Shuesongzi naively followed He Qing to hunt He Lulan and battle Fairy Lishan, causing his current worrying plight. He Lulan, Fairy Lishan, as well as Central Continent's ancient sect force became a shadow that refused to leave Shuesongzi's mind. He Qing restrained his feelings and looked at Shuesongzi. And now, I have a new piece of evidence. Do you remember when He Lulan was transcending the tribulation? How did she address Fairy Lishan? Fairy Lishan and Su Xian'er are likely to have a blood relation. I have Su Xian'er's blood with me, and also He Lulan's blood. I will have additional conclusive proof when we confront Snowy Mountain in the future. Shuesongzi breathed roughly before he was able to forcibly calm down. Good. He Qing, you are truly outstanding. I had not even extorted you of a few dozens of immortal essence stones, but was pulled into this messy business by you, being plunged into your trap. Right? I must acknowledge that even if you take actions against He Lulan, making every attempt to capture her, it could just be brushed off as a father educating his daughter who hopes she would be aware of her mistakes. As long as you don't use the yin-yang life extension method on He Lulan, I won't have any real handle on you. But your scheme can only stop here. You are a lone force while the other has joined hands with a central continent influence. He Lulan has already become a strength path extreme physique immortal. It is now even more difficult for you to capture her. He Qing sank into silence. Shuesongzi continued explaining, his thoughts becoming keener. My situation is worrisome, but your days also won't pass by well. You harmed Su Xian'er. He Lulan's hatred runs extremely deeply. And who is to say Central Continent's force also won't look to trouble you? Thus, you two are tied together, and you only have a hope of victory if you cooperate with my side. A female voice suddenly interrupted Shuesongzi and He Qing's conversation. Who is this? Shuesongzi was truly startled that a graceful figure slowly appeared. This was a female Gu immortal who was wearing purple garments. She was charming and lovely, and her beautiful face showed a light smile. Shuesongzi was not someone with poor knowledge, and after being dazed for a moment, he reacted. So it is Fairy Jiangyu. He then looked towards He Qing. All of Northern Plains Gu immortals knew that Fairy Jiangyu was He Qing's 27th concubine, who was similarly a dark path Gu immortal and possessed dark limit immortal Gu, which could conceal inspirations and make it difficult for others to make deductions. The reason why He Lulan was able to hold on for so long and not explode because of the great strength true martial physique was because Fairy Jiangyu had used dark limit immortal Gu to seal the aura of one of the 10 extreme physiques on He Lulan, preventing its induction within heaven and earth. However, who would have thought that upon seeing Fairy Jiangyu, He Qing's attitude would turn extremely cold? He snorted. As expected, you came. Many years ago, when I first brought evidence regarding Su Xian's night elopement to you, I had said, I will appear when you need me. Fairy Jiangyu revealed a mysterious smile. So what do you think? Like I said before, you won't be able to capture He Lulan by just yourself. You will instead only create a bigger commotion. You can only cooperate with my side to have hope. Shuesongzi looked at He Qing, then at Jiangyu, his gaze traveling back and forth between them. He was shocked at how He Qing and Jiangyu were conversing. Fairy Jiangyu's identity was not ordinary and seemed to be a representative of a mysterious force. The reason He Qing could know of the deceit that was Su Xian's night elopement was because of Fairy Jiangyu's notice. He Qing lowered his eyes. Fairy Jiangyu was able to appear so close to him without being discovered. This caused He Qing's apprehension of Jiangyu to deepen by a layer. Fairy Jiangyu was on the surface a lone cultivator of Northern Plains, and He Qing's beloved concubine, but in truth was shrouded in a fog of mystery. He Qing fell into deep thought. He was not at all afraid of Fang Yuan's myriad self-army, and actually had some disdain towards it inwardly. Despite not having methods to confront it head-on, Gu Immortal Combat paid attention to contests in every aspect. Just based on how the myriad self-army was not able to chase down He Qing, Its threat had heavily decreased to him in the previous battle. If not for He Lulan's side taking the initiative to retreat, He Cheng would have no doubt occupied the upper hand when the strength path phantoms dissipated and could even turn around the situation to a victorious one. Even Xuesong Zi, who had been fleeing in disarray from the myriad self, was not worried about fighting Fang Yuan again. The reason was that myriad self was an immortal killer move. Fang Yuan's immortal essence expenditure was too high, and in spite of this it did not have true killing power. Xuesong Zi could just activate mortal killer moves to resist it. After this was repeated a few times, how much more immortal essence could Fang Yuan, as an immortal zombie, still have? Once his immortal essence was expended, Xuesong Zi could display his might and settle affairs with Fang Yuan. He Cheng's apprehension was towards Fang Yuan's background. To Immortal Crane Sect and Central Continent's Gu Immortals, he also had not expected that his investigation of fixed immortal travel would involve such a colossus. Dong Fangchang Fan had already deduced that the collapse of 88 True Yang Building was due to the workings of Central Continent's Gu Immortals. Central Continent's Gu Immortals could destroy even Giant Sun Immortal Venerables arrangements. Let alone with the insignificant He Cheng. Like He Cheng, Xuesong Zi also had similar worries. They were both scared by Fang Yuan's background. If they knew Immortal Crane Sect was thinking of every possible means to deal with Fang Yuan, they absolutely would not be this nervous. Looking at the present situation, it seems we can only have the chance of success by collaborating with your side. But before cooperating, as a fundamental part of good faith, shouldn't you tell me which force you are representing? He Cheng asked Fairy Jiangyu after pondering for a while. Fairy Jiangyu thought for a moment. She knew He Cheng was an uncompromising person. If she lied or refused, he would probably just turn around and abruptly leave. She decided to tell the truth. Well, there is no harm in telling you. The force I represent is spread throughout the 5 regions, and its name is Shadow Sect. He Cheng and Xuesong Zi glanced at each other. Central Continent, who immortal blessed land, 28 green grape immortal essence, and half an immortal essence stone. Fang Yuan calculated the wealth he had remaining. After going through the battle during He Lulan's tribulation, Fang Yuan's hard-earned and accumulated funds immediately returned to their original state. Before the battle, Fang Yuan had 91 beads of green grape immortal essence, but he had activated the killer move Myriad Self close to 50 times to form an army of nearly 500,000 strength path phantoms. During the battle, Fang Yuan repeatedly used Delight in water and mountain immortal goo, worldly wave trace, and other immortal goo, consuming over a dozen beads of green grape immortal essence. Thus, the remaining green grape immortal essence did not even total 30 beads. I still owe Fairy Lishan 15 immortal essence stones and 15 immortal essence stones to Langya Land Spirit as well. I can delay the payment to Fairy Lishan as long as necessary, but I need to return the immortal essence stones I owe to Langya Land Spirit as soon as possible. If it is delayed, the interest will only get higher. Fang Yuan's relationship with Langya Land Spirit was still only ordinary. When Langya Land Spirit lent immortal essence stones to Fang Yuan, although he did not demand an exorbitant price, but he still, as per convention, took a 10% interest. That is to say, Fang Yuan would have to return at least 16.5 immortal essence stones to Langya Land Spirit. If a month passed, another 1.5 immortal essence stone would have to be added. 2 months was 3 immortal essence stones, and so on. Even if a month did not pass, he would still have to pay 1.5 immortal essence stones. This was the minimum interest. How could outsiders lend money for no reason and without any benefits? The alliance between Fang Yuan, Fairy Lishan, and the others had an agreement. When one side helps other, the price they paid would be doubly compensated. This agreement had been implemented in Fang Yuan's first battle with He Cheng. However, this time, Fang Yuan did not just pay a price, he also obtained enormous benefits. His strength path realm advanced to Grandmaster level. He raised transformation path from practically nothing to master level, while his flying attainment advanced to quasi-Grandmaster level, adding in small family Chi Gu and the 15 immortal essence stones exempted from the debt. These benefits had far surpassed the price Fang Yuan had paid. Thus Fairy Lishan did not compensate. Thinking back now, He Lulan might have intentionally set this situation up, attempting to use the demon venerable's realm's true meaning to make me work myself to the bone. Now that Fang Yuan recalled the situation, he felt he had fallen in He Lulan's scheme. If not for the demon venerable's true meaning, Fang Yuan absolutely would not have spent so much green grape immortal essence and formed such a large strength path phantom army. If the situation was not good, Fang Yuan could have even retreated. After all, the alliance agreement had no clause that said one had to fight till death. The Snowy Mountain Alliance was quite lenient. Fang Yuan had vaguely felt this during the battle. But this was an upright plot. Even if Fang Yuan discovered He Lulan's attempt, he would have still dived right in, because the benefits were just that great. Chapter 693. Fighting is just a part of cultivating. In the underground cave, the air was filled with the rainbow-colored light of wisdom. A small mushroom forest was growing here. Wisdom goo was sprawled atop the Mushroom King at the center of the forest, not moving. Fang Yuan sat close by, using the light of wisdom to make his deductions. Afterwards, he let out a breath of foggy air. The second immortal goo recipe has been completed. He looked at his green grape immortal essence. He did not have much originally, only 20 or so of them. After deducing two 80% remnant recipes, he had 11 left. The third immortal goo remnant recipe is 86% complete. 11 green grape immortal essence beads should be enough. Fang Yuan looked at the delight in water and mountain immortal goo. It was glistening brightly and had no issues. Many days had passed since He Lulan's tribulation. Because it was used intensely in battle, cleansed soul immortal goo was hungry already, while delight in water and mountain immortal goo had been activated many times, but its condition was still good. It was not hungry. Fang Yuan felt baffled at first. But after he asked Mo Yao's will, who was in his immortal aperture, he understood why.it turned out Mo Yao's fake will needed to be replenished constantly. Mo Yao did not have a goo to produce fake will. She used many goo worms to convert the joyful will into fake will. Thus, when she fed goo worms, the one she paid most attention to was the delight in water and mountain immortal goo. Delight in water and mountain immortal goo was fed till it was completely full by Mo Yao's will. She did not feed it only when it was hungry. Thus, even though Fang Yuan was using it extensively, there was still some time until he needed to feed the delight in water and mountain immortal goo. This was evidently a good thing. After all, activating a hungry immortal goo forcefully could cause it to die. Cleansed soul immortal goo was already hungry, thus it was much more risky for Fang Yuan to use the killer move Myriad Self. Perhaps the next time he used this immortal killer move, cleansed soul immortal goo would be destroyed in the process. Deducing immortal goo recipes was Fang Yuan's most important source of income now. If delight in water and mountain immortal goo could not be used, Fang Yuan would fall into a difficult situation again. Fang Yuan activated delight in water and mountain immortal goo again. He started deducing the third immortal goo remnant recipe. This time, he had obtained the demon venerable true meaning infusion. It was quite a bit of help to deducing immortal goo remnant recipes. That was because the true meaning infusion was the same as taking in reckless savage demon venerable's understanding. Towards cultivation, it directly increased Fang Yuan's foundation. It could raise his realm of cultivation. As for the deduction of goo recipes, one's own foundation as the basis, the stronger their foundations, the higher the efficiency of the deduction. Even though refinement path attainment level was the most important, because there were many elements to consider, strength path and transformation path would be involved as well in these thought processes. 2 days later, Fang Yuan completed his deduction. He obtained 3 complete immortal goo recipes. He brought these immortal goo recipes over to Langya Blessed Land and completed the transaction with Langya Land Spirit. Not only did he clear his debt and account for the expenditure of his green grape immortal essence, he still earned 11 immortal essence stones as profit. Everything was back on track now. 8 days later, Fang Yuan handed another 3 completed immortal goo recipes to Langya Land Spirit and completed the 5th deal. At this point, he had 36 immortal essence stones and 27 green grape immortal essence beads. Fang Yuan slightly relaxed after that, because of the battle with He Qing. He almost went into the red and his finances threatened to collapse. According to the economic term on Earth, he had almost caused the situation of a cash flow shortfall. Although the immortal killer move, Myriad Self, has great strength, I need to consume a bead of green grape immortal essence every time I use it. If I use it many times, the expenditure would be huge. I need to be careful when I use it in the future, otherwise, it will just drain my finances and cause me to lose out. even if I win the fight. Fang Yuan inwardly alerted himself in his mind. When Gu immortals cultivate, they had to consider many aspects, not just victory in battle, like the example of Liu Bang and Xiang Yu on Earth. Liu Bang could not defeat Xiang Yu. He lost in battles while Xiang Yu won in battles. But Liu Bang was adept in managing the economy and had strong backing. Even though he lost each fight, he had the capital to rise up once again, thus he was able to fight even after losing. Xiang Yu, however, although he won his fights, he had no businesses. As time passed, and they fought even more. The difference between Liu Bang and him became smaller. Eventually, Liu Bang won one battle, and that turned into complete victory. As for the cultivation of Gu immortals, it was the same logic. Battles were just a part of cultivation. The victory and loss of battles was not too important. The important thing was the benefits behind them. One had to look forward for everything. They could not be short-sighted. Even though Fang Yuan could cause He Qing and Shui Songzi to suffer greatly, he had invested too much green grape immortal essence. In contrast, He Qing and Shui Songzi spent much less immortal essence compared to Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan also went bankrupt after this fight, but He Qing and Shui Songzi were in good condition. If Fang Yuan had to fight them again now, Fang Yuan's battle strength would definitely be lower compared to them. If they fought for several more times, the winner would be obvious. He Qing had the rank 6 immortal Gu House Dark Prison. Could he not go all out with it? Of course he could, but the situation did not call for it. Those who could become Gu immortals were not rashburs that were hot-blooded. They would calculate their gains and losses after every battle. Of course. If not for the demon venerable true meaning infusion, Fang Yuan would not have expended this much green grape immortal essence. If I use up my green grape immortal essence, I can still replace it with immortal essence stones. But the demon venerable true meaning is an extremely rare opportunity. If I cultivate slow and steadily, I would need at least decades to reach this stage. Fang Yuan was very aware in his heart. After Fang Yuan completed another 2 immortal Gu remnant recipes, Tai Baiyunxing finally returned from Snowy Mountain. You did not see the environment of the super-grade blessed land. Sigh. I saw it with my own eyes. Having over 6,700 square kilometers of land, the blessed land's time flow is 38 times that of the outside world. There is much vitality and great potential in it. I could not help but feel jealous towards it. In my opinion, the biggest winner after the battle of this tribulation is He Lulan. Tai Baiyunxing returned and started talking incessantly while sighing endlessly. After He Lulan's tribulation, she asked for Tai Baiyunxing to repair the super-grade blessed land. Thus, Tai Baiyunxing was lucky enough to enter Lulan blessed land. It could be said to be a truly eye-opening experience. A super-grade blessed land is precisely like that. After all, one of the 10 extreme physiques, becoming an immortal is like skating on thin ice. It is a fight for survival in a deadly situation. Compared to this, I am more worried about how many immortal Gu He Lulan managed to refine during the 3rd step of this immortal ascension. Fang Yuan asked. Her immortal aperture was created using the Flying Bear Strength Immortal Gu. This Strength Path Immortal Gu was given to her by Giant Sun's will. Flying Bear Strength Gu is now her vital Gu, but she also elevated her original core Gu, Self-Strength Gu, to rank 6. Other than these two, she also obtained a rank 6 Strength Chi Gu. Tai Baiyunxing replied. When Tai Baiyunxing ascended to an immortal, the remaining heaven and earth Chi created his 2 immortal Gu, man as before and landscape as before. Whether He Lulan's remaining heaven and earth Chi had been more than Tai Baiyunxing's, nobody knew. But what Fang Yuan did know was that she had quite a number of small family Chi Gu. These Gu had stored up some amount of heaven and earth Chi. Fang Yuan analyzed what He Lulan had. In this case, He Lulan is confirmed to have 4 immortal Gu. They are Flying Bear Strength Gu, Self-Strength Gu, Strength Chi Gu, and Slavery Immortal Gu. Divert Disaster Gu had been destroyed during the tribulation. But don't forget, she had once destroyed the Flying Bear Phantom and obtained Flying Bear Phantom Gu after suppressing it. After that, I lost my connection with the Flying Bear Phantom Immortal Gu. I am not sure if this Gu was taken away by the formless hands, or if it is still with her now. He Lulan's strength grew extremely quickly. She had at least 4 immortal Gu, and was a Gu immortal herself now. Her future was immensely bright. Furthermore, she had a close relationship with Fairy Li Shan. After getting her help, she skipped the initial stage of being a newly advanced Gu immortal. Fairy Li Shan did not lack immortal essence stones. With a huge amount of investment, Lulan blessed land would develop quickly. He Lulan, who has a super-grade blessed land, will undoubtedly greatly exceed me in cultivation speed. I have a high-grade blessed land, Compared to other goo immortals, it is also a great advantage, but He Lu Lan is like someone who has grown wings and is soaring. Even though we formed an alliance with her, the alliance will eventually end. After the time limit, we will need to be careful. Fairy Li Shan has a huge network while He Lu Lan is a formidable person. Tai Bai Yunxing's tone was worried. The rapid growth of the genius, He Lu Lan, had brought great mental pressure to an elderly man like Tai Bai Yunxing. But it was worse for Fang Yuan. His cultivation was stagnant. As long as he was still an immortal zombie, his cultivation level would not progress. As long as He Qing is not dead, and Ma Hongyun's matter isn't resolved, we will have the basis to cooperate with He Lu Lan. You have to be very careful when you go to Eastern Sea this time. Shark Demon is not easy to deal with. If you need reinforcements, use the moving perspective cup goo to contact me. Fang Yuan reminded Tai Bai Yunxing to be cautious. Tai Bai Yunxing rested in Hu Immortal Blessed Land for 2 days before setting off to Eastern Sea. He was afflicted by the death sentence awaits Immortal Goo, and had promised an immortal zombie of Eastern Sea, Shark Demon, to explore Yulu Blessed Land. He had no choice but to set off. Fang Yuan stayed in Hu Immortal Blessed Land. He deduced goo recipes to earn immortal essence stones, while also placing priority on settling the important matter of feeding immortal goo. After he completed the 6th deal, he had more than 60 immortal essence stones. His woman's heart and connect luck were showing signs of weakness. They were evidently famished. Together with Cleanse Soul Immortal Goo, he had a total of 3 Immortal Goo to feed. Cleanse Soul Immortal Goo needed 10,000 White Lotus Giant Silkworm Goo as food. Connect Luck Immortal Goo needed 5,000 kilograms of sand from the ancient desolate beast, Worldly Sand Gulls, resting area. Poison Path Immortal Goo Woman's Heart needed the hearts of women as food. He had no idea how to get the first 2. Fang Yuan decided to settle the easiest one first. Western Desert. Sand dunes were continually connected together, forming a huge and wide area of land. The sun was high in the sky. The air was dry and hot. It felt like a person could be cooked in this weather. A large-sized caravan was moving forward. The camel bells ringed, and the sounds of the vehicles could be heard constantly. The accompanying goo masters used all types of goo worms, some to reduce the temperature, some to summon winds, some to create fresh water, and some to navigate. Who is this? The caravan leader shouted. There was a gruesome monster in front of the caravan. This monster was 6 meters tall. It had bulging muscles and a large body. It had 8 arms, a green face and sharp fangs, with eyes red as blood. With one look, people felt their hearts tighten as they felt a formless pressure. The caravan went into a commotion. 2 rank 5, 17 rank 4, 40 over rank 3. This is quite a number. A hoarse voice could be heard from the monster's mouth. Sir, who might you be? I am Mo Clan's caravan leader, Mo Yin. One of the rank 5 goo masters in the caravan cupped his fists and asked nervously. Fang Yuan laughed ruthlessly. His 8 monstrous claws opened instantly. The name of the super influence, Mo Clan, could not deter him. He was like the incarnation of a demonic god. He rushed into the caravan and whipped up a storm of blood and flesh. Howling, screaming, crying, begging, all these noises tangled together. After a while, they went silent. Chapter 694, A Gentle Gaze. After around 10 minutes, the slaughter finally ended. One's nose would be assailed by the thick smell of blood. The yellow sand was filled with corpses. Fang Yuan stood at the center of the corpses. He summoned woman's heart immortal goo. The immortal goo slowly rose up, floating into the air and emitting a reddish-purple light. The light filled the entire battlefield. In a few breaths of time, all the female corpses in the entire battlefield started to tremble. The vibrations of the corpses became more intense, as finally, with a loud pop, hearts burst out of the bodies and rose up slightly, flying towards woman's heart, which was in the air. Before they even got close, these bloody hearts were swallowed by the reddish-purple light in the air, turning into inky purple light lumps. The light lumps were like young swallows. Returning to their nest, they entered woman's heart. Poison Path Immortal Goo Woman's heart slightly trembled. It let out a sharp screech, as if it sounded overjoyed from being fed. A moment later, all of the women's hearts in the battlefield had been fed to woman's heart as food. Fang Yuan called back woman's heart. This immortal goo's hunger had been alleviated by quite a bit, but it was not full yet. Fang Yuan frowned slightly. At this rate, to feed the woman's heart immortal goo until it is full, I will need 4,000 more women's hearts. This caravan that I slaughtered already had significant strength. Such a large-sized caravan is uncommon in Western Desert. Fang Yuan thought about it for a while before flying into the sky. In the air, he stretched out his palm, pushing it towards the ground. Immediately, thousands of fireballs appeared, slamming into the battlefield. Explosions occurred as rocks and sand were sent flying. Corpses were burnt as the place turned into a sea of fire. This was not a killer move. It was simply the power of quantity. He had used numerous similar fire path mortal goo. Fang Yuan threw several black oil dragons. The oil dragons flew into the sea of fire, raising its intensity and raising the battlefield to the ground. All the traces left behind were gone. After doing this, Fang Yuan flapped his light illusion bat wings and flew away at a rapid speed. He traveled northeast, past several large-sized oases, before finding his target, a small-sized oasis. Looking down from a high altitude, the oasis was like a jewel, encased in the golden desert. There was a lake in the oasis. Its water was clear and blue, with trees growing around it. There were many people living in this place. The marketplace were lively, and it was a scene of prosperity and peace. Fang Yuan did not conceal his movements. He appeared above the cloudless sky. It was very eye-catching that a group of goo masters riding sand gulls flew up from the oasis. What monster is this? It seems like a zombie. These goo masters were mostly young people. They looked at Fang Yuan's monstrous appearance and couldn't help but mutter apprehensively. They were almost all rank 2. Only the leader was a rank 3 goo master. This group of people flew towards Fang Yuan. They stopped about 300 steps away from him. The leader was very vigilant. He cupped his fists. This is Zhou Oasis, controlled by us, Lan Clan. The sky above the oasis is a no-fly zone. I hope Sir can land on the ground. If you wish to enter the oasis, we have goo masters in charge of attending to visiting goo masters from outside. Sir just needs to follow the procedures. As long as you meet the requirements, you will be allowed to enter the oasis. Fang Yuan continued to stare at the oasis, using his investigative goo to check the area. He was trying to find out if there were any goo immortals hiding in this oasis, because only goo immortals could pose a threat to him. According to normal circumstances, such a small oasis would not be a strong force. There should not be goo immortals here. If there were, they would have expanded or modified this oasis already. After the leader said that, he saw that Fang Yuan was unmoved. He frowned as he said coldly, "Did Sir hear me? The sky above the oasis is a no-fly zone. This is general knowledge in Western Desert. Sir flying above Lan Clan can be regarded as a provocation. I hope Sir lands now. Otherwise, don't blame us for bam." Before the leader finished his words, Fang Yuan flicked a finger and sent a rank 5 level attack at him. The rank 3 leader could not react. He was blown to bits. His corpse scattered everywhere. Huh. Lord Elder. The other rank 2 goo masters screamed shrilly after a moment of shocked. This moment. Unparalleled fear filled their hearts. The high and mighty Lord Elder did not even have a chance to react before he was killed in one hit. This attack was too sudden. The rank 2 goo masters could not even clearly see what actually killed their leader. Lord Elder is dead. He was killed in an instant. Quickly retreat. This person is not someone we can deal with. Enemy attack. Enemy attack. The rank 2 goo masters screamed. They scattered in the air, flying towards the oasis. Fang Yuan snorted coldly. He waved his hands. Bam, bam, bam. With consecutive explosions, these rank 2 goo masters were turned into pieces of flesh, without exception. Even the sand gulls that they were sitting on were not spared. A loud siren rang in the oasis. Everything that had happened in the air was seen by the patrolling goo masters. Fang Yuan looked down from above imposingly, seeing the mortals panicking and running away. The flourishing market had gone into chaos. Large numbers of mortal goo masters came out from the buildings. They faced up towards the sky, looking at Fang Yuan with deep animosity. Mortals are truly like insects. Fang Yuan let out a deep breath. He then summoned the hair armor and flapped his light illusion bat wings, flying like a meteor towards the oasis. He's here. Attack him. Be careful. The other party is very strong. He is at least a rank 4 goo master. He is very likely to be rank 5. So what if he is strong? He is just one person. Attack him. The Lan Clan goo masters in the oasis screamed furiously. They unleashed a flurry of colorful attacks. But Fang Yuan's charge was not slowed. He easily broke through these obstructions and crashed into the clan head pavilion at the center of the oasis. Bam! The loud crash could deafen one's ears. The huge impact caused the ground to shake. The clan head pavilion had defensive goo worms protecting it, but they were useless. The place collapsed in an instant. Rocks flew and tiles burst. Air currents pushed out and carried the dust clouds with them. As the dust and smoke settled, Fang Yuan's huge body and 8 monstrous arms were displayed before the Lan clan goo masters. He did not die. Damn it, the clan head pavilion was destroyed by him. The ancestors' tablets are all inside. Kill this demon. Everyone's emotions were stimulated. They surrounded Fang Yuan. All of you shut up. Suddenly, an elderly man shouted, walking out from the crowd. Lord Clan Elder. The surrounding people paid respects to this old man. The old clan leader was very shocked. He deeply understood the defensive power of the clan head pavilion. It was the central and most important place in the clan. It had great defenses. Even if 10 people of the elderly clan leader's strength attacked it, they might not break through. But simply one blow from Fang Yuan destroyed the entire clan head pavilion. Just one hit. What did this mean? The elderly clan leader controlled his fear. He bowed deeply towards Fang Yuan. Our Lan clan has been neutral for many generations. We have not meddled with the outside world. I am not sure if we have offended, sir, but we will definitely compensate you until you are satisfied. The moment he said that, he immediately attracted the fierce rebuttal of the goo masters. Lord Clan Leader, what are you saying? This monster who is neither a human nor a ghost destroyed our clan head pavilion. Even Elder Lan Duan died in his hands. Clan Leader, our Lan clan has no cowards. The other party is already so overbearing. We have to slaughter him into pieces to quench the hatred in our hearts. Fang Yuan laughed coldly. His voice was hoarse. Everyone frowned when they heard his voice. There is actually someone who understands how to react to the situation here. That's right. This small oasis is squeezed between many large forces. If you did not know your place, you would not be able to stay as the clan leader. Then listen to me. I want you to collect 6,000 hearts within the next 10 minutes. Remember, these hearts have to be intact, and they need to be women's hearts. The hearts of men and young girls have no use. What? He actually wants 6,000 women's hearts. This is a demon. He is a lawless demon. He actually wants our clan to be his lapdog, to collect hearts for him. The goo masters were in an uproar. The elderly clan leader's expression was also uncertain. 6,000 women's hearts was a huge number. There were many mortal villages around this oasis, but the number of mortals was certainly not enough. That means, to reach 6,000, he would need to sacrifice the clansmen in Lan clan. Thus, the old clan leader's position would certainly be taken away. Nobody would allow such a person to be their leader. Isn't Sir's request too overbearing? Sigh, heaven cares for all living beings, in broad daylight. How can anyone commit such heinous acts? I'm afraid Lan clan cannot help you. The old clan leader sighed as he showed a merciful expression. Then there's no other way. Even though this is more troublesome, it will do. Fang Yuan laughed ruthlessly. His killing intent surged. Light illusion bat wings flickered on his back, and a moment later, he appeared in front of the old clan leader. The zombie claws stretched out like lightning, grabbing the old clan leader's neck, lifting him up easily. So fast. The old clan leader's expression was pale. There was no trace of blood on his face. He was completely shocked. How could he be captured by the other party in an instant? Could it be that he is not a mortal, but a goo immortal? A horrifying thought appeared in the old clan leader's heart. He shouted anxiously, everything can be discussed. Please have mercy. Crack. The old clan leader's neck was smashed into powder by Fang Yuan. The old clan leader's head hung to one side. He stared with his eyes wide open. He died without solace. It was not that he did not want to use his goo worms to retaliate, but Fang Yuan had many mortal goo in his immortal aperture that could seal and suppress goo worms. He killed the clan leader. No, Lord Clan Leader, you cannot die. Revenge for Lord Clan Leader. The goo masters reacted and shouted angrily. Like a rushing tide, they charged towards Fang Yuan, using all sorts of attacks. unleashing a beautiful display of fireworks. Fang Yuan did not dodge. He stood on the spot, allowing the attacks to hit his body without moving at all. Everyone's attacks lasted for 100 breaths before stopping. The Gu Masters had limited primeval essence. With such an intense wave of attacks, they could not keep it up for very long. Is he dead? He was definitely beaten to a pulp already. Sigh. Our poor old clan leader. We did not even manage to retrieve his corpse. But when the smoke dispersed, the Gu Master's eyes were opened wide. They saw that Fang Yuan was still standing at the same spot arrogantly. Even though the surroundings were a mess, his black armor was still extremely new-looking. Even the broken spikes were regenerating rapidly. A few breaths of time later, Fang Yuan's hair armor regenerated completely. There were not even any marks on it. Hair armor was immortal. Killer move. It was made of several hundred Gu worms and dozens of rank 5 Gu worms. It was also used on the foundation of the immortal zombie body. The defense was not something these Gu Masters could break. Among the people attacking Fang Yuan, the one and only rank 4 Gu Master, the elderly clan leader, had died. There were less than 10 rank 3 Gu Masters remaining. The rest were rank 2 and 1. Their attacks were very scattered. Many of the attacks had cancelled each other out. It simply could pose no threat to Fang Yuan. This is your attack? It can't even scratch me. Fang Yuan chuckled. His laughter was not loud, but it was very clear in everyone's ears. An intense chill rose up in the hearts of the Gu Masters and spread rapidly. Even though the weather was so hot, they felt like they were in an icy pit. You, what are you? Everyone trembled. Their hearts were filled with terror. Monster! This is a monster! Someone screamed. He had lost his mind. Run, quickly run. Their morale had sank to rock bottom. One person running away initiated the collapse of the entire group. Fang Yuan was not surprised. The clan leader was dead. They had nothing to rely on. At the same time, he purposely took the attacks head-on. It was to destroy the morale of these mortals. Swoosh. Fang Yuan smiled sinisterly. He chased up to a female Gu Master. The female Gu Master's body froze. She stared at the monstrous claw piercing through her back and out of her chest. As the monstrous claw pulled out, her heart was taken away. Elder Lon Xn is dead too. Run. The surrounding Gu Masters saw this and were shocked out of their minds. They ran away even more quickly. Fang Yuan waved a hand, and large numbers of fireballs spewed out. Buildings collapsed and fires were blazing. With another wave of a hand, wind blades were dancing in the air, slaughtering everything in their path, leaving behind large numbers of minced corpses. No, please, I'm begging you, don't kill me. This was an ordinary mortal woman with a delicate face and a beautiful figure. She had preserved her own body well. She should be a wife or concubine of a Gu Master. Bam. Fang Yuan flicked his finger, and the mortal woman's head exploded like a watermelon. Her headless corpse collapsed on the ground. Fang Yuan walked past this corpse as the palm of his downwards hanging hand opened. The woman's heart burst out of the body and flew out. Grabbed by Fang Yuan, that woman's heart let out a joyful scream. It stopped on Fang Yuan's shoulder, glowing in a reddish-purple light, be it the heart in Fang Yuan's hand or the surrounding corpses. As long as they met the conditions, the purple light would swallow them, and they would be absorbed by woman's heart. Fang Yuan walked briskly. Wherever he went, a slaughter occurred. It was a path filled with anguished wails, rivers of blood flowed. Cleansed soul immortal Gu was famished. It was too risky to use myriad self, and too much of a waste of immortal essence. Icy drill stardust could not be used. Because the starlight lump exploded continuously, it would mince the mortal corpses completely. Even the hearts would not be spared. Fang Yuan was only using mortal Gu. He did not use any killer moves. It was simply a huge quantity of Gu worms. But even so, the efficiency of killing was not low. Western Desert was different from the other 4 regions. Fang Yuan chose this place purposefully. This was a huge desert, and the oases were like islands. Even if a mortal escapes out of the oasis, they would not get far. Western Desert was a place with unhindered vision. The desert stretched to the horizon. It was easy for Fang Yuan to chase them down. This time, I will let you eat till you are full, little one. Fang Yuan walked in the pool of blood, looking at the woman's heart immortal Gu on his shoulder. His gaze was extremely gentle. Chapter 695, Dead Sand Goal Egg. The light of the setting sun shone on Zhou Oasis. The lively atmosphere in normal times was replaced by thick smoke and fire today. There was nothing left of the former serenity. Buildings had collapsed, turning into piles of ruins. In these ruins, on the streets, at the side of the lake, under the trees, pools of blood were connected and corpses lined the ground. Fang Yuan went back to the clan head pavilion, standing on a pile of broken concrete. He placed the poison path immortal goo woman's heart back into his immortal aperture. After killing for a long time, he had finally fed woman's heart until it was full. Woman's heart combined refinement and nurturing. If he fed it any further, woman's heart would enter the refinement stage. The more women's hearts it ate, the stronger the poison. But Fang Yuan had no intentions of refining the goo at this point. With his strength, slaying mortals was like slaughtering animals, but with so many mortals. He still spent half the day on this. Furthermore, woman's heart was a consumable immortal goo. No matter how strong it would be gone after one use. The prospects of investing in it were not great, unless Fang Yuan had the immortal goo recipe of woman's heart. Standing on the rubble of the clan head pavilion, Fang Yuan activated several hundred goo worms in his immortal aperture. Undergoing a thorough search of the area, after 2 breaths of time, Fang Yuan finally found an underground entrance. He walked towards the entrance. His huge feet treaded and destroyed the ground under him, exposing the entrance. This entrance could allow a normal person to enter, but it was too small for Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan used force to take apart this entrance. After several hundred steps, the space finally widened enough for Fang Yuan to walk while bending his waist. A large stone door appeared in front of Fang Yuan. On top of the door, there were words carved. Important area of the clan treasury. People not specifically assigned are forbidden from entering. Fang Yuan snorted. He destroyed the stone door and hundreds of golden light blades attacked Fang Yuan. A loud alarm rang. This was evidently the method of Lan clan in defending against thieves. But it was a pity that not even a single spike on Fang Yuan's hair armor was destroyed. Fang Yuan entered the stone door, seeing a pile of primeval stones. Fang Yuan roughly estimated that there were at least 100,000 in total. If Fang Yuan was still immortal, these primeval stones would be a huge fortune. But now that he was an immortal with unlimited primeval essence, he had almost no need for primeval stones. But he still kept these primeval stones in his immortal aperture. It was simply a move done in passing. Soon, he broke through a second stone door and entered. He saw a huge amount of goo refinement materials. They were classified and placed here. These were all ordinary materials. Although Fang Yuan also needed them, these materials were not in high quantity. When Fang Yuan truly wanted to refine something, he would need a vast amount of materials. He would still need to purchase in bulk from goo immortals, but this was better than nothing. Fang Yuan would not leave empty-handed. He sent it all into his immortal aperture. Next, beyond the 3rd, 4th, and 5th stone door, they all had goo refinement materials, except that they were of different varieties and had different storage conditions. Fang Yuan took all of these as well. At the 6th stone door, he found goo worms. Large numbers of mortal goo were stored here. This was Lan clan's goo worm treasury, the foundation of their entire clan. Fang Yuan took them all away. With his abundant memories and great experience, he knew all of these goo worms. They were not necessary for him, but to mortal goo masters. These were all precious goo worms, including rank 4 and 5 goo worms among them. Getting one could change a person's life. Their entire future might turn around. Like the liquor worm that Fang Yuan obtained on Qingmao Mountain, the Bone Flesh Unity Goo on Bai Goo Mountain, and the All-Out Effort Goo in Shang Clan City. There were 3 goo worm treasuries and 5 primeval stone treasuries. Other than that, there were treasuries hidden within treasuries, secret troves that did not escape Fang Yuan's detection. Some troves were ravaged. There were goo master corpses here and traces of fighting. Evidently, when Fang Yuan was slaughtering the mortals, some greedy goo masters knew that the clan was finished and barged in here, trying to take whatever resources they could. They fought here and took the treasures they could find. While a portion of people died from the goo worms defending the troves, Fang Yuan walked past these troves, along the main path deep underground. Along the way, he saw more and more corpses of goo master, and there were also sand gull corpses. These sand gulls were like a combination of seagulls and ostriches. They had large legs with huge muscles, but they also had huge wings and could fly in the sky. Sand gulls could run rapidly in the desert, while also flying in the sky and carrying people. They only ate grass and drank clean water. They were easy to feed. With a mild temperament, they were the most common steed among Western desert goo masters. The only problem was sand gulls had very low fertility. 3 to 4 out of 10 sand gull eggs would usually hatch and grow into healthy sand gulls. However, this Lan clan raised many sand gulls, much more than other forces of the same level. When Fang Yuan slaughtered the clan, he killed many sand gulls. He estimated that Lan clan might have some secret technique to raise the fertility of the sand gulls. If so, that would be the only thing in this entire Lan clan that could somewhat interest Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan walked for another few thousand steps. He saw more Gu master corpses. Finally, at one point, he saw a large number of Gu master corpses and sand gull corpses. It seems that the people who came in here met with the sand gull's obstruction. They all perished here. They took a risk to enter here. Quite evidently, there is a huge benefit attracting them. Fang Yuan analyzed. Squawk, squawk, squawk. After another few hundred steps, Fang Yuan was attacked by a wave of sand gulls. There were 100 sand gulls. Among them, the sand gull 100 beast king was injured, likely due to the fight with Gu masters earlier. But how could this trifling beast group be Fang Yuan's match? In just a few breaths of time, Fang Yuan killed these sand gulls and continued moving forward. The path was moving downwards. The depth was rather surprising to Fang Yuan. After getting rid of 10 waves of attacks from sand gulls, Fang Yuan walked out of the tunnel. His field of vision widened as he entered a huge underground cave. This cave was quite big. It was like a square. There was a huge stone table at the center of the cave. There was a huge egg on the table. It was the size of a house. It had a yellow luster, but it was already quite dim. There was a thick layer of yellow sand around the table. The sand was extremely soft and slightly warm. It felt like cotton when one stepped on it. Many eggs were placed on this sand, slightly buried into them. These eggs were of varying sizes. There were even some broken egg shells there. These eggs are all sand gull eggs. This is the breeding ground for Lan clan sand gulls. Fang Yuan walked into the cave to protect their home and eggs. A large number of sand gulls rose up and charged towards Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan was unmoved. He waved a hand and a large number of wind blades cut these sand gulls like harvesting crops. With another burst of frost, half of these sand gull were frozen. There were very few sand gulls that survived. They no longer had their previous numbers, so their aura diminished and they started escaping in fear. Fang Yuan had no interest in killing them all. The closer he got to the table, the more his gaze was attracted to the huge egg on the table. He showed some joy on his face. This egg, is it the egg of a worldly sand gull? Fang Yuan stopped atop the stone table and came in front of the huge egg. He touched the shell filled with cracks. There were several small holes on it. As transparent egg white flowed out of the cracks slowly, the egg white fell onto the stone table, following the crevices on the table as it flowed down onto the yellow sand. This was an egg of the ancient desolate beast worldly sand gull. The life inside had perished in the egg. Even the egg white was leaking. This was obviously a dead egg. Sand gulls had low fertility. Worldly sand gulls, which were of the same breed, had even lower rates. But it was the life essence of an ancient desolate beast after all. Even using the egg white so superficially could greatly raise the fertility of these sand gulls. Fang Yuan did not obtain the fertility method he had been guessing. He actually obtained a dead egg of an ancient desolate bird instead. This was a pleasant surprise. As expected, after using Connect Luck, I encountered something good. After slaughtering a small to mid-sized clan, I actually obtained something useful to me. Fang Yuan sighed in his heart. Is Connect Luck immortal? Gu needed the sand of the resting area of the ancient desolate beast, worldly sand gull, as food. This sand was known as sand gull soil. It was a special resource formed from ordinary soil due to the worldly sand gull's influence. Originally, if Fang Yuan wanted to obtain the sand, he would need to buy it from others, or find a worldly sand gull nest and take a huge risk to sneak in and steal the sand gull soil. But now that he had a dead egg of the worldly sand gull, he could use the life essence in this egg to turn ordinary sand into sand gull soil. I need 5,000 kilograms of sand gull soil to feed the Connect Luck immortal Gu. There is ample life essence in this egg. It should be enough. Even if it is not enough, it will tide me through this tough time. I do not need to feed the Connect Luck immortal Gu until it is full. As long as it is not starving, that will do. After all, for the foreseeable future, there are no suitable targets. Connect Luck immortal Gu is unusable anyway. Feeling joyous, Fang Yuan took this dead egg. After returning to Hu immortal blessed land, he started his preparations. He was a blood path grandmaster in his previous life. Now he had also become a strength path grandmaster. These two paths both involved life and vitality. He quickly had an idea, using 600 mortal Gu to create a Gu formation. Extracting the life essence of this dead egg, forming a lot of vital energy, Fang Yuan modified this method with the help of wisdom goo, condensing the vital energy into a light yellow juice. Ordinary sand had turned into sand ghoul soil after a day and a night in this juice. 3 days later, Fang Yuan obtained enough sand ghoul soil to feed Connect Luck Immortal Goo till it was full. Therefore, the cleansed soul immortal goo in his hands was the only one he had an issue in feeding. To feed cleansed soul immortal goo, he needed the flesh of 10,000 white lotus giant silkworm goo, but the white lotus giant silkworm goo was very rare. 100,000 years ago, during the late antiquity era, soul path flourished, and this goo worm had once been very popular. Unfortunately, at this point, there were already very few white lotus giant silkworm goo in treasure yellow heaven. Fang Yuan used the name of the 8-armed immortal to request for this goo worm and its recipe, but no one had answered him.